Assalamu alaikum friends, today is another cooking episode, so don't forget the main warning, if you're hungry don't watch it. Today we're going to make a dish that many of you have already seen on my channel. This is Zhizhik Galnash, a dish that absolutely all Chechens go crazy for, and not just Chechens. Everyone who has tried it even once can't stay indifferent to it, and today we're going to make it. Zhizhik Galnash is a simple, uncomplicated dish, and we don't need many ingredients to make it. This is flour. First, let's start with what Zhizhik Galnash is. In Chechen, Zhizhik means meat, and Galnash means dumplings. And to make the dumplings, today we'll need wheat flour. This will be one type of dumpling, and the second type of dumpling is akar Galnash, which is made from corn flour. And actually, you can use absolutely any kind of meat. Today we took lamb because I love lamb. We're going to cook with this part, the loin, which is excellent meat. It would make an amazing shashlik, but Zhizhik Galnash made from it will turn out even more amazing. Besides that, we'll need salt, butter for the onion sauce. Here we have onions for that sauce, and garlic for the garlic sauce. And here we have two more seasonings, but which ones you'll find out at the end of this video when we make the sauce. So let's get started. The meat, as you can see, is already cut. The butcher sold it to me like this, so I don't have to cut it myself now. We're going to put it straight into our... The cauldron is huge, only because there wasn't a smaller one, so don't think we'll cook that much food in it. We couldn't find a smaller one, so we'll use this. Half of the space in this cauldron, we'll pour some water in there. Subtitles? Zhizhik Galnash is one of the easiest dishes to make, from what I know, that's for sure. We'll boil the meat now and won't add anything until it starts boiling. Well, you'll see what happens next during the process. So looking at this scene, you might be wondering what a bed is doing in the river. Honestly, I was also surprised when I first saw it, and I still don't know for sure why it's there. But most likely it was put there so that on a hot summer day you could cool off in the river. It was likely done by someone quite intelligent. I never would have thought to put a bed in the river. I think it's brilliant. The meat is slowly cooking already. Now you need to skim off the foam. Today our lamb is very fatty. If you don't like fatty meat, choose something else, something leaner. Well, I love laughter. You can probably tell just by looking at me. Subtitles. If you've seen our recent videos, especially the latest ones, they were filmed right here. The last time we were here was a week ago and there was no green color here at all. Look how quickly everything has blossomed, the earth has awakened, spring has come. It's the end of April. Now let's get to the dumplings. We'll need flour. People often ask in the comments about the amount of ingredients. Friends, sometimes with these simple dishes, I honestly have no idea how many grams of what I'm adding. It's not such a complicated culinary creation that you need to measure everything in grams. That's why I trust my own judgment and add ingredients by eye. 2 kilograms. I poured out about a quarter of the bag of flour. That's it. Here's wheat flour, corn flour. We sell it everywhere here, so I don't know where you'll buy it where you are, friends. But again, I often tell this to all my acquaintances who ask me. I don't know why people still don't use this. If you need something, you just type it into Google. Buy what I need and it will show you the nearest stores around you where it's sold. Corn flour. Corn, it smells like popcorn, roasted corn that's been ground up. Add salt, add it
Right here. Just a pinch.
Now what do? Different people who make Galnash, some add broth here and some add water. We will add water because our broth is still not ready. We might add a little more water on top if needed, so don't pour too much at once. I forgot to add an egg here to the wheat flour. Some people don't add it, but we will. And if you love to cook and love giving people advice, remember that everyone who knows how to do something thinks they're doing it well. He is absolutely convinced that no one does it better than him. Be cautious with your advice. There are those who, for some reason, neglect subtitles and try to teach other people. It can be annoying at times, but it doesn't bother me. Feel free to comment on anything I'm doing wrong. It will only benefit all of us. This is ready, let it sit. It's resting. Next, we'll add a bag. Let it sit for 30 minutes. It's recovering. Cornmeal is very popular here in Chechnya. A lot of things are made from it, including cornbread, Zhizhik as it's called. If you're interested, if you find this video about Chechen cuisine interesting, I'll film something else again. From the Chechen assortment, you can even make a Chechen breakfast, since almost everything there is made from cornmeal, a traditional Chechen breakfast. If you're interested, let us know and we'll definitely film it. It's much nicer to work with cornmeal and it smells so good. There's an aroma of roasted corn all around this table. Let's do it like this so it looks nicer.
Continuation. Ahar.
Honestly, I didn't used to like cornmeal dumplings, but now that I'm getting older, I realize how delicious they are. And many of my friends say the same thing, that they couldn't eat it when they were kids. I guess it's some kind of grown-up food. Thank you for everything. That will be enough for us. We'll send her package too.
Continuation. Let them stay here. Subtitle editor.
Let them reflect on their behavior. That's it. Now we just wait for the meat, but know what we can do meanwhile? Now we're going to make onion sauce. Exactly, let's continue. We'll need a few onions. Let's chop them finely now.
Our onion.
To be continued, to be continued. This kind of sauce is usually made when cooking chicken dumplings, called Galnash. They always make onion sauce for it, but we like it, so we always make it. Personally, I like everything. I love both sauces to be on the table. If you want something spicy, strong, garlicky, go ahead. If you want a sweet, gentle onion sauce, we'll fry the onions in butter. We'll add it straight to the pan because it's hard to control the flame temperature over a campfire. And on a hot pan, the butter starts to burn very quickly. About half a stick.
Here. Let's add the onions right away.
We won't fry the onions too much, just until they're golden. You can add the pepper now. Oh, I forgot to add salt to the broth. Let's do that quickly.
There's salt.
Here we have a mix of different peppers. You can add them, or you can just add black pepper.
Alright, the onions are ready now.
It's time to add the broth. We take the broth straight from the cauldron and add it here.
We continue.
Add more salt because the pot is big. Today we're making a very simple broth, just boiling meat in salted water. But sometimes people add pepper, onion, and bay leaf, and I've even seen dill and various greens added. That's all great and also very tasty, but today we're going to cook using the classic recipe.
We'll add a little bit of oregano.
Onion sauce. Oreganos, marjoram, or to put it simply, and thyme. The most important thing in this sauce is thyme, my friends. You can add more thyme. There are even people who add thyme directly to the broth, but then, in my opinion, that's too much thyme. Alright, our sauce is all ready, friends. We'll set it aside for now and let it wait while we prepare everything else. The sauce turned out so aromatic I could eat it as a dish on its own. I'd spread it on some bread right now, it would be amazing. This thyme is truly a magical herb. What does it do to both tea and sauce? Now let's make garlic sauce. We'll need garlic itself, and today we forgot to bring something. The garlic press and the grater. Of course, you can chop it with a knife, or for example, you can use a rolling pin. And now we'll use a method that a shepherd once showed me in the mountains. How they crush garlic using improvised tools. Here we have a plastic bottle. It won't work with a small bottle. I've already tried that before. You need one just like this.
A big one.
Let's add a little bit of salt in there. It will serve as an abrasive, especially because it's coarse sea salt. I don't think it makes much of a difference, but it sounds cool. And now let's remember some rhythmic track that was playing in our head. That's all the magic. Just like this. Let's add a little pepper. Some people add it, some don't. I add it. Everything is ready. When the halushki are cooked, when we take them out, at that moment, we'll pour broth in here and this sauce will be ready. For now, set it aside as well. Let's quickly roll out the halushki. It's getting dark, but something feels off. We're moving forward slowly. Corn halushki are very easy to make. We form little balls like this, trying to make them all the same size.
Let's continue.
It looks like a ball. As I told you at the beginning of the video, Galnash is called that because it uses meat, for example, lamb or beef. It can be goat meat, anything really. If you have dried meat, you can use that too. Then it will be called Galnash, which translates as dumplings made from dried meat. If it's chicken, then it's Galnash. Kotum means chicken in Chechen. Now to shape this dumpling, we need to take this lump of dough. You squeeze it in your fist like this with your fingers, with 3 fingers, like this. And that's it, it's ready. This is it. This is a piece of dough, and this is already a dumpling. Here it is. We wet our hands so it doesn't stick.
That's it, nothing complicated.
In your hand like this, with 3 fingers. Is your hand bigger than mine? Can you try using 2 fingers? I have to admit to you, this was my first time doing it, specifically with corn flour. I thought it would be harder. By the way, dumplings are sold in our stores as ready-made semi-finished products, both corn and wheat ones. You can grab them anytime, but it's not always the same, as usual. Any product that's sold can be high quality or not so much, but making it yourself is interesting. More precisely, almost any dog can make dumplings. I think girls can do it even more so. This is the main national dish. It's maybe a bit much to call it a tradition, but when a girl gets married and comes to a new home, the first thing she has to cook is dumplings. It's her first test. Editor, that's why I think everyone should know how to make dumplings anyway. This dish is actually very simple. You see, there's just dough and meat, nothing else. But for some reason, it's very close to my heart. I've eaten it many times, and not everyone makes it tasty.
I just can't understand what the paradox is. Apparently,
some little part is added there as well. That's the soul.
to make it tasty,
Now let's roll out the dough. Don't make it too thin. This will be enough. I even overdid it a little. Now we make strips like this. Watch.
with a knife. Let's sprinkle all this with flour so it doesn't stick together.
Now we cut these into small strips like this. Let's see, what is real magic? This is called the Kung Fu 3-finger technique. Now watch, we take this little thing, the strip, press it with 3 fingers like this, twist it, and then twist it again in the opposite direction.
And that's it. This is the dumpling.
Twist it with 3 fingers, do it like this, twist it in the opposite direction, do it, twist it in the opposite direction, do it. Of course, I can't do this quickly. Those who often make dumplings just do it like that, as fast as a machine gun. That's why this will take me a long time.
You're not in a hurry to go anywhere, are you, friends?
Let's watch carefully one more time. Here are the fingers. Press towards yourself, twist like this. Once again, in the opposite direction, twist it back. That's it.
To be continued. It turns out it's so easy to do.
Anyway, any dish that's made from dough, it always seems intimidating at first because of this illusion that you have to mess around with the dough.
In reality, it's very simple.
And our Zhizhik is similar to many other dishes from different cultures. For centuries, everyone has eaten dough and meat. Everyone grew wheat, made flour, and came up with something to make from it.
That's it.
That's why there's Dagestani khinkal, Kazakh beshparmak, Kyrgyz beshparmak. I think there are many other dishes that I don't know about, but they're similar to Zhizhik.
I finished shaping all the dumplings. Now let's take the meat out.
Here we have beautiful meat lamb. Before we cook the dumplings in this broth, we need to drain it so we can drink it. Once there's flour in it, the taste won't be the same. Pure broth now, Italian. Now we add the dumplings and cook them one by one. I know some people will do it all mixed together, but I don't have that kind of experience, and I don't doubt that it will turn out fine. First, we'll cook the corn ones. They don't take long to cook because the flour, that is the corn, is already roasted before it's ground. Consider it halfway cooked. About 5-6 minutes, it's time to take them out. We take them out. Now everything is ready. The dish is starting to come together. On one tray. Let's put it down. In the middle we have this biauha with garlic sauce. Now we add the same broth.
A bowl with garlic. The moment of truth has come.
Let's try our dumplings. We dip them in garlic sauce.
Now the corn one.
Let's try it in onion sauce. We wash it all down with hot broth and enjoy life. Friends, this is very tasty.
Meat.
The meat is absolutely amazing. As you can see, the dish is very simple,
But very filling.
overall. Chechen cuisine is not rich in a variety of dishes. This is because at all times Chechens were constantly defending themselves from someone in the mountains, and men were always involved in some kind of combat. And there was no time to develop food, so to speak. That's why it was always just some kind of source of energy, both in the past and now. As far as I know, I haven't heard of anyone coming up with a new dish
That quickly gained popularity.
That's why Chechen cuisine isn't very rich, but everything it has is very tasty. And you can see this for yourself if you come to Chechnya. Almost every place has this dish, except for some specialized ones like sushi places, restaurants, and so on. All the others have it. Zhizhik, as Doki's father says, it's very tasty. Friends, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and leave any comments to help support its promotion. And definitely, if you enjoy it, I'll film a new Chechen dish for you in this video, so see you soon.